Lakeside Dental Clinic, Go Island, is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic.
The Island Crisis Care Society was formed in 1989, and today we're celebrating 25 years of providing shelter and care for those in need. Honoring Margot Holmes' national recognition for her work in the arts, the town of Ladysmith heading into a municipal election and fishing despite the ice at Maple Lake. Hearst House in Parksville is one of 6 different programs offered by the Island Crisis Care Society. This particular one has 6 private rooms, 24-hour supervision and hospitality for people in crisis transition in the Oceanside area. We're going to explore the past 25 years, the current and the present of the Island Crisis Care Society today on Go Island. But first, Margot Holmes is the executive director of the Vancouver Island Symphony. She's been at the helm for the past 16 years, and she has been recognized recently with a national award. Here's Annette Lucas. Violet Hayes is the executive director with the Island Crisis Care Society. And for those who don't know, and here at Shaw, we consider ourselves friends of the organization. We do participate in the Coldest Night of the Year walk for 3 years now, I believe. What is the Island Crisis Care Society?
We're a society that was formed in Nanaimo about 25 years ago. In fact, this is our anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so we're a society that helps people that have a need for shelter. And so we provide shelter and care for those in need. That's our motto.
Now, who are the people in need? Do we think there's women who are fleeing domestic situations, but it's much broader than that?
It's much broader than that. We have the Homeless Shelter for Women, which is Samaritan House, and so that's our biggest program. And then we also have crisis stabilization, supportive recovery, transition houses, and rent subsidies. So we do a lot to try and house people.
There's some pilot projects currently underway. Tell me a little bit about those.
Okay, so with BC Housing through Samaritan House, we took the money that we had and we're providing 20 shelter beds with, and we switched things around, and now we have supportive recovery housing. Actually, that's not true, supportive housing.
Okay.
And rent subsidies, and we bought a house in the north of Nanaimo called Mary's Place, and so that's for 5 women to live as well.
And how is that going?
It's going really well.
Because it's about a year into that project now?
It's an 18-month pilot, and then at the end of 18 months we look at it and evaluate, and hopefully we'll continue to receive the funding.
We had the pleasure of meeting through Shaw TV one of the clients there, and she was just delightful. And it sort of showed that the people who are using and needing the services of the Island Crisis Care Society could really be anybody. And there isn't that. We need to get rid of that stereotype and assumption and stigma of who the people are that need help.
Yeah, so many people today are just one paycheck away from being homeless. I mean, it's a really big need. Housing costs so much here in Nanaimo. I mean, and you know, if you only get $375 a month, how do you find a place for that?
Lots of reason to celebrate, and lots of people.
Yes, it's great. We're really happy to see so many people here, and
speaks volumes to the outreach that you make and the impact that you have in the community.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you. We're going to come back and look into the past and the future of the Island Crisis Care Society after a short break. Still to come today, input from residents preparing to vote in Ladysmith, rapid fire with the Nanaimo Clippers, and an island adventure to Maple Lake. The Island Crisis Care Society employs 50 frontline workers at 6 locations in both Nanaimo and Parksville, and we're watching a bit of a slideshow here at the open house at the Nanaimo Golf Club as they celebrate 25 years, and we see our very own Kelly Robinson and some of our members of our team from Shaw TV as we participate in the coldest night of the year. Jocelyn's behind the camera today. She goes, "Do you want to do it again this year?" Absolutely, and it was the start of the big snowstorm last year, but that didn't stop us. We walked, I believe, 10K in the snow. You can tell there's an election right around the corner because, as predicted, there are many candidates making an appearance at this event here today. If you're in Ladysmith or curious about what some of the issues are there, here now, speaking of, is Kelly Robinson. We will be airing all of the platform statements from the candidates running in Ladysmith right here on Shaw TV Channel 4 coming up on November the 13th if you're in the Nanaimo viewing area. If you're in the Oceanside viewing area, we'll be showing you the Qualicum Beach candidates. Believe it or not, we've had over 168 candidates through our studio, so it gets a little complicated trying to share those air times with you, but there's one place you can go where you'll get the information that you need, and that is your TV listings browser. Just click to Channel 4 on your guide and click info, and it'll tell you what you can expect when. Another source, of course, is our Facebook page, or you can phone Master Control because Stephen Quartz doesn't have enough to do behind the scenes right now. That phone number, 250-760-1994. And finally, if you're wanting to get more background information on the candidates running in your area, the Vancouver Island Real Estate Board has put together a website. It's called novote.ca. You can go through there, click on your electoral area or your region, and then your electoral area, and you can click through to information on all of the candidates for that. That's put on by the Vancouver Island Real Estate Board. Moving now from sports, no, from politics to sports, although maybe they're not really that separate at all. Here's Dan Marshall with Rapid Fire. The Nanaimo Clippers host Alberni Valley at Frank Crane Arena on Friday, November the 14th, then Chilliwack on Sunday the 16th, and they're hosting Victoria on Wednesday. That's November the 19th. You can check out www.nanaimoclippers.com for more information on the players and, of course, their schedule and when you can catch the team to cheer them on right here at home. We're at the Nanaimo Golf Club right now, participating, celebrating 25 years of the Island Crisis Care Society, and if you could smell that lily, it's absolutely gorgeous. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, looking at the past and the future of the Island Crisis Care Society. Paul Leslie is a director with the Island Crisis Care Society, and it's pretty safe to say that our world is a complicated, overwhelming place these days. And for people who are the most vulnerable in our society, how does that reflect in the needs that they have?
Well, the needs are many and varied, and that's why ICCS has so many options that it offers. And we've done it over the last 15 years specifically in response to the many changing needs that are out there.
How do you see them changing? Can you get into any specifics?
Well, even something like what's the popular drug on the street? I remember back in 2000, that meth was just starting to become a problem in Nanaimo, and it was a new popular drug, and it had a devastating impact on the people who were using it. Many of them got violent, unpredictable behaviors and hard to handle, which meant a whole new level of training and being able to react with our staffing and that sort of thing in the shelter at the time. And then later on, I think that mental health became more of a crisis here in Nanaimo and the Oceanside area. And we've been able to respond in working with VHA, with providing crisis stabilization units and supportive housing. So as the community needs change, we hope that we're adaptable at ICCS with being able to provide the facilities and the resources that will help meet those changing needs.
Is it possible to identify a shift? One of the frontline workers sees someone come in one night and say, this is something new. There's something new out there, whether it's a new drug on the street or a new...
Well, that's where our relationship with the with many various agencies helps, because there is a sharing and not exactly case conferencing, but what's new, what's happening, what's coming. The street worker of 1990 would not recognize what the street is like now in the mid 2015 of this decade.
Do you think it ever gets overwhelming, because the problem never goes away? And so how do you know that you're making a difference, and how do you know that you're achieving success?
Well, there are successes that we see, and we can see it in changed behavior in people.
In individuals.
In individuals.
And it all starts with one. One is enough, right? One is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember our first client that we had in Crescent House. The poster is facing me right now, and we had her there for about 2.5 years. And over 2.5 years, we saw her go from spending 6 months in the psych ward to a month to 2 or 3 days, and then finally into independent living. We saw her live out her life, get reconnected with her family. It was a beautiful thing.
And knowing that that's possible
Yes,
in
it
that
is possible.
individual, and to take that out to other individuals as well. I want to say thank you.
Okay.
And congratulations. Thank you for so many things that I got little shivers on that interview. Thank you very much. We're going to throw things over now to the Comox Valley. We're going fishing in Maple Lake. It's an Arbutus RV Island adventure. This is an artist's impression of Samaritan House that is located on Nickel Street. You've probably seen it. I know here at Shaw TV we've been there several times, and they've bought the lot next door and are looking to expand not only the capacity but how they use their space. And if you'd like more information on their current projects, future projects, we are talking about the Island Crisis Care Society. You can visit them online, www.iccare.ca, as they move into another 25 years of providing shelter and care for those in need. Thanks for watching Go Island. We'll see you next time.
Lakeside Dental Clinic Go Island is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic, a division of the Vancouver Island Implant Center, delivering dental services, including dental implants and sedation dentistry, all under one roof. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.